My name is Tina Chemini. I started TCScoops in 2011. We opened for business on August 4th, 2011. I remember being a young college student going to Ben & Jerry's. Their first store was in a renovated garage in downtown Burlington, and it was the coolest place. It was fun to hang out. It was a place where you could go, and for a couple of bucks you could get something yummy and just hang out, and they didn't pressure you to leave, and it just was, it created a lasting memory and feeling for me. So I had in my mind, kind of as a joke, but as the years went on, a goal for myself to open a Ben & Jerry's. I really wanted to open a Ben & Jerry's. So in 2011, when I got laid off from my longtime job, I contacted Ben & Jerry's to see if they would want me to open up a Ben & Jerry's, specifically in Holliston, because that's where I live and that's the community I thought at the time I wanted to be in. And they checked out the area and they checked out the spot I had in mind, and they said it just doesn't fit their template. So I decided to just go off on my own. Back when I was in high school, I got a job at a place called Byers Yogurt. I grew up in Norwell, which is down on the South Shore, and Byers Yogurt had a couple of frozen yogurt stands in malls. So we sold frozen yogurt, fresh fruit, salads, and sandwiches made to order. So every day I was dealing with serving customers, I was cutting up fresh fruit, creating fresh salads, we were doing smoothies, and so that is my food experience. Of course, back then I said I would never work in food again, but here we are. When the Ben & Jerry's thing didn't work out, my husband and my daughter both said, "You've always wanted to open your own ice cream parlor. Why don't you just do it?" So I did. So I widened my search, and I was looking in Ashland and Hopkinton and Medway. I have family here in Medway, so when I saw this space available, or the other space at 100 Main, I asked my sister-in-law what she thought of the plaza, and she said, it's very well traveled, and it's a destination plaza, and a lot of people go there. And so I looked into it and talked to the property manager for this plaza, and we made it work. I had never done this before, really. I needed help from everybody, but I'm not shy, so I asked for help, and I'm happy that people are willing to help me. So from Hershey's Ice Cream, which has been my ice cream partner from the beginning and will be into the future, all the people that I've worked with at Hershey's Ice Cream have been very, very helpful, from training my staff to training me to recommending ice cream flavors, and everyone I've met here in Medway and the surrounding towns, that they've just been incredibly helpful, helping me to navigate opening a new business and how to market myself and who to know and what to get involved with, what school things and sport things. And so really it takes a village. I have this uncanny ability to have a conversation with anybody, anytime, anywhere, and my kids laugh at me. But I really think that has helped me incredibly because I do talk to people, and I find people very interesting. I find people fascinating. And if you take the time to sit down and talk to somebody or stand across the counter and engage in conversation, you learn things about people. You learn who they are, what makes them tick, what they like to do in their spare time, what they do for a job. So those connections helped me right from the get-go. So I would meet somebody who likes to do yoga. would you like to come into my store and do a yoga class? I meet people who like to paint. How about if we do a paint class for the kids? So the community, it was me talking to people and trying to bring people into my store so I could make more offerings that would bring people in, that kind of created the whole nugget of community. You know, I do the Medway Christmas parade. I've had a float in the Christmas parade the last 2 years. I help with the spring cleanup. I do the family day down at the park. I'm at the Pride Day in the spring. All of that is to get in front of people, let them meet me, see who I am, maybe hear a little bit about who I am and what I'm trying to do. So TCScoops was just awarded, I don't know the correct word, a full liquor license per my agreement with the Board of Selectmen who approved it. I will be serving beer, wine, and cordials, which I plan to mix with the ice cream that I have here, and to make fun ice cream cocktails. So what I plan on calling the alcohol part of the business libations. And I do have a small menu of libations already in mind that I would like to experiment with, but I'm open to suggestions. So what I want to do with that is, again, supporting local. I am going to find a local craft brewery and have them have an exclusive in here. So whatever line we choose, I will only sell their beer. Same with wine. I want to find a local winery, and I will only sell their wine. Again, fundamentally, it's an ice cream parlor. So moving into this space, I have more freezer space. So we have, I think it's 42 flavors of ice cream available at all times. Plus we have non-dairy options of 2 flavors of sorbet, 2 flavors of Italian ice. And I also carry a non-dairy product called Fomu. It's made from coconut cream, and it's made in Boston. Awesome. It's been very well received for people who have dietary limitations. We have packed pints. We have Yacht Club soda, which is made in Rhode Island. Again, trying to keep it local. When we moved over here, I added Scoop Dog, which is gourmet hot dogs and grilled cheese sandwiches. The hot dogs are boar's head. And Melissa Da Silva is a longtime employee of mine. She is the creative genius behind Scoop Dog. She comes up with the fun recipes and specials of the day and specials of the week. And we're open to further expansion too in the future if it warrants itself. I feel very passionately about having TCScoops be a place where everybody is welcome. Nobody, in my eyes, are different than anybody else. There was a lot of anticipation about TCScoops finally opening. So when we did finally open in August of 11, we were very busy at the beginning because people were waiting and waiting and waiting. So I remember very early on, there was a family that had come in and they were sitting down towards the front of the store, and they were having their ice cream together, and the door opens and another family comes in and everyone looks up and they were like, "Hey, you're here too, isn't this great?" And that was it. That was the feeling I was looking for. It was people coming in, reconnecting, maybe they know each other through school or sports or church or whatever, but they reconnect here at TCScoops. So that was probably one of my proudest moments, was that it happened. And Medway, I've got to tell you, I think Medway is the most supportive town I probably could have ended up in, because everyone here wants to see TCScoops succeed, and everyone has helped in any little way that they can to help me succeed. I have people that come in on a cold, rainy day where there's no one in the ice cream parlor, and they said, "We figured you were probably alone today, so we decided to come in and get an ice cream and keep you company." So, these are the little things that what I do comes back tenfold to help me. The fact that somebody thought of me on a cold, rainy day and actually acted upon that to come in and make a purchase, it's just so rewarding. And then as far as the town is concerned, the things that the town does and for its citizenship is awesome. 90% of restaurants fail in the first year, and 50% of those that didn't fail in the first year fail in the second year. I heard all of that. I did go and get some business advice from through the Milford Chamber of Commerce. They offer business development, and the gentleman I met with told me point blank, don't do it. And I said, I've already signed the lease, so we need to start this conversation over. And he said, okay, what do you need help with? So as soon as I turned the conversation around, he went from trying to discourage me to helping me. So, I think a lot of my success is the fact that failure is not an option. So I'm here a lot. People comment all the time, do you ever go home? Do you sleep here? I'm here a lot because I need to know that customers are getting the service that I want them to. I ask questions, and I think you need to be that way. You need to ask questions, you need to ask for help. You need to be willing to take a chance, take that leap of faith. So this is where we make our own homemade waffles. People are still amazed to know that we make our own waffle cones. And that's the yummy smell that you come in and smell sometimes when you walk in. Over here is our community bulletin board. So I want to give people a place where they can advertise themselves, advertise an upcoming event or something that they have going on. This is the ice cream. We have 3 freezers on display of ice cream. And that's Roy. Hi, Roy.
Hey, Kimma.
Here is our scoop dog counter. Melissa is preparing bacon. She has a very strong affinity for bacon. It goes on everything. And we also she suggested that we add the grilled cheese sandwiches. So shortly after we opened Scoop Dog, we opened the grilled cheese sandwiches also. Along this wall over here, I have 6 shelves that I offer up to local craftspeople or people that are selling things that they make. And at no cost, they can come in and set up a shelf, and I'll either buy their product from them and then sell it, or we will sell it for them. So this is now our function room. I don't like to call it a party room because really it can be anything, any group of people, any congregation that needs a home or a place to meet, it's available. And this is my newest addition. I really wanted to do something that in a very visual way shows what it is that we are here at TCScoops. So this is a mural that was created by Mary Weaver, who also is a customer here and an awesome artist. She and I collaborated on the design, and she came in and did a few renditions for me, and we settled on this design, showing that it's a place for kids. Kids play, we have ice cream, we have family time, games, all of that. So I'm really psyched about this. And the idea on this, all the spaces that are gray still, I have to figure out a way to lottery those out somehow so that whoever wants to, whether it's an individual, a business, or a group, can fill a space and add their touch to the community spirit of TC Scoops. These are the chairs that I had in my smaller store. I think it was 3 summers ago. I offered the seats up as canvases. So anyone who wanted to come in and advertise their business, their group, the Medway Community Farm. Here again is Mary Weafer's chair. That's where I got the idea that she would be make an awesome mural. The Girl Scouts did a chair, Buzz 10 Honey. Opening your own business is definitely a leap of faith. You have to feel passionately about what it is you are doing. You have to fully believe in your product, your message. I mean, a lot of this I developed as I went on. All I knew when I opened was that I wanted to open an ice cream parlor that was a community place. Again, that I could offer a good quality product at a good price. So, you know, I think a lot of my success is the fact that failure is not an option. I said that from the beginning. I did not want to go back to my corporate job. I just didn't. So I was going to do anything in my power to make sure that this business is successful.